Witam w 12 odcinku Alana Wake'a. Kontynuujemy drugą część przygód pisarza, który teraz próbuje wydostać się z leża mroku. Ostatnia akcja, z tego cośmy się dowiedzieli, dzieje się równolegle do przybycia agentki FBI Anderson do Brinkfels, to się nazywało miasteczko, nie pamiętam już. No jednocześnie tam zaginął podczas sekcji ten detektyw, szeryf, przepraszam. To był szeryf. Myślałem, że jest kobietą, był chłopem, bo w pierwszej części była kobieta, szeryf Breaker. No a w tej części był szeryf Breaker, facet. Podczas sekcji agenta Nightingale'a, czy Nightingale'a zniknął, pojawił się w leżu mroku Wake'a, więc go tu spotkaliśmy. Więc dalej próbujemy się jako Alan Wake wydostać stąd. Kontynuujemy. No, chyba wróciliśmy do rzeczywistości.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Ellen. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
And there's so much of it.
No, wróciliśmy do pani FBI. Przejęliśmy nad nią kontrolę znowu. Więc będziemy kontynuować eksplorację Falls.
Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch, in the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
A, bo my jesteśmy teraz w tym... Tylko że trochę inaczej to tu wygląda. Aha, bo to w jej głowie to jest w jej głowie, a to tutaj to jest to tutaj, no. Czyli tu jest jeszcze coś innego. A, da się tutaj wejść w tę jej prywatną przestrzeń, że tak powiem. Ale najlepszą miał minę ten agent Casey... Alex Casey? Tak, Alex Casey. On miał dobrą minę wtedy, jak na początku opowiadał tą historię właśnie swoją, nie? Ten uśmiech jego to był bezcenny. A, tu jest save room. W sumie fajna nazwa, save room. Save room. Ten jeden jest jakiś do zebrania, czy...
Wake has more information.
Aha, czyli
I need to keep questioning him.
trzeba go przesłuchać? Nie, najpierw trzeba zrobić pewnie te profilowanie. Przesłuchanie Alana Wake'a.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Coś przegapiłem? Mi się świeci, sprawa główna. Coś mi umkło? Ja bym jeszcze miał jakieś rzeczy do rozłożenia, nic mi się nie wyświetla. A, fabuła tutaj.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Ale tego jest. Co my tu mamy? Wake napisał w leżu mroku książkę pod tytułem Powrót, tak? Zgrzyt zmienił ją w horror. Fabuła tej historii zaczyna się powoli rzeczywistniać. W leże mroku, jak opowieść zmienia rzeczywistość, zasady. To leże mroku. W leży mroku istnieje duch mroku. Dobrze oświetlone miejsca są bezpieczne od opętanych i ducha mroku. Miałoby to sens, gdyby światło sprawdzało się również przeciwko duchowi mroku. Latarka wydaje się osłabiać opętanych. No miałoby to sens. Trzeba mieć na niego oko.
Yes.
Inne formy sztuki też działają. Wtedy w tym zakładzie tam doktorka Emila, to tam też byli inni artyści, którzy korzystali z tej mocy jeziora. Zresztą sami ci bracia Odyn i Thor, tak? Byli sławni przez 5 minut. Czerpali moc i układali te piosenki, które nam pomagały wtedy.
The dark place makes writing come true, taking something real and nudging it. They're treating people's lives like toys. Can Wake be trusted with that kind of power? Can anyone?
W jakiejś innej dziwnej rzeczywistości leży mroku łączyło się z naszym wymiarem. To miejsce leży w mroku według strony. Ten obszar nazywa się kolizją.
The dark place. A dimension that's home to monsters. Huh. Wild stuff.
Mogło dojść do manifestacji kolizji potrzebny był nacisk z obu stron rzeczywistości. Musiało lec erozji na skutek wielu mrocznych historii. Jej kontrapunkt powstał w otchłani leża mroku. Musiała połączyć się z opowieścią drugiej strony. Na później, okej, jak na później.
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa. Casey's favorite brand. Tastes terrible.
Tak ma być? Nic nie widzę.
Wake's hiding more manuscript pages.
Saga was sure she had hit the Taken in the head, but had not even slowed the monster down. She took aim and fired again. Another headshot. This time, the Taken staggered.
Czy tylko mam problem z ostrością? Dobra, chyba się udało unormować sytuację.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Gdzie to jest?
Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her, her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air, but she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this. It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
O, od tego momentu możesz przełączać się między opowieściami Alana i Sagi za pomocą wiadra w pokoju wytchnienia? Dozorcy? Możesz rozgrywać tę historię w dowolnej kolejności. Jakiego wiadra? Jest jakieś wiadro? O kurde. Chyba się wylało. Dobrze wiedzieć, no, na przyszłość. Zróbmy sobie zapis. Żeby się tu zapisać. Dobra. To na razie użyjmy historii Sagi, bo Wake'a już tam mieliśmy na tyle dużo, że...
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them. I remember writing an endless amount of pages, but when this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
Dostaliśmy coś jakiś dowód?
No.
Dobra, to zapiszmy raz jeszcze.
I'm the only one who understands the forces behind this. I can help you.
No, that's not how this works. You're a civilian, and we don't do ride-alongs. And if Scratch is after you, then so is the cult. We don't know who we can trust here.
Damn it, you are making a mistake.
I'll be sure to add that to the list.
Co chodzi z tą muzyką? Nie rozumiem. Dobra, to i Idziemy na zewnątrz. Ojej, zrobisz dziurę tutaj w tych drzwiach, kobieto.
Hi, welcome.
Trochę delikatniej.
Past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
Stuffed moose and squirrels one.
No, thank you. Those beady dead marble eyes still give me nightmares.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, Bojade, Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages, just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin! Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express! Oh! Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. No. Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our amusement park petting zoo. Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats coffee. Seriously. It's not amusing. Take in amazing views from the Slow Roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun! And finish off at our beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll jaw a great time.
This is the third time I've requested something be done about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all night.
Yes, sir, I'm terribly sorry for that. We've called a professional electrician. In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV for the night?
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein. Why don't I just get rid of everything I'm paying for in that room while I'm at it? Sleep on the floor. Go to the toilet in the corner. Yeah, I'm not unplugging it. You're fixing it.
Of course, sir.
Z którego on był pokoju? Może trzeba się temu przyjrzeć.
Is there anything else I can help you with, sir? Would you like a complimentary dinner tonight?
Well, that almost makes up for the ineptitude of this place.
I'm glad to hear it.
It won't open.
W sumie już tu byłem, ale warto się jeszcze przyjrzeć. Nigdy nie wiadomo, co tam deszcz pada? Czemu oni tutaj mają kurtkę z napisem FBI? Jacyś przebierańcy tutaj mieszkają? Chyba, że to pokój tego Alexa Casey'ego. Tutaj byłem? Nie kojarzę tego automatu z grą. Chociaż, kto wie, może skleroza.
Hello? Hello?
Nie wiem, czego ona tutaj szuka. O, można się zamknąć w kibelku, ale nie da się skorzystać. Wada jakaś. Podkład mi się na to podczas sekcji. Zapytać w knajpie o nazwę dobrej kawy. Może to jest pokój tego Casey'ego, a tamten był jej. Co ona wyprawia? Jakaś nowa lokalna wariatka typu Cynthia Weaver? Ale lamp nie ma, więc chyba nie. Ręce do góry wbijaj. Nie ma nikogo. O, stronę znalazłem.
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
O, i ta strona.
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled, in vain.
Co tu się dzieje? Nie wiem, co ona chce.
It doesn't budge.
Coś tu się zmieniło? Jedź do Watery, czyli to jest jakaś nowa miejscówka, nie? To raczej nie tutaj nigdzie. No, rozejrzeć się nie zaszkodzi, nie? To co ci ludzie na przykład robią, się dowiedzieć.
I swear I brought my phone kit along. Jules? You didn't forget to pack the EMF reader, did you?
Why would I pack your gear? I've got my own to worry about.
Great. Now how am I supposed to measure the energy signatures emitted by paranormal manifestations?
That's right. Our favorite sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, can now be enjoyed in smoked hickory, teriyaki, and hickory teriyaki. I handed out samples here at the Valhalla Nursing Home and thought I'd catch up with one of our residents to get her thoughts. Donna, how are you?
I've got chronic back pain from my spinal stenosis.
Oh dear. You know, when I'm feeling stiff, I find a light snack helps. So, did you try that beef jerky?
No, lunch is at 11, and I wanted to save my appetite because today was the fish soup with crackers. You're allowed up to 4 crackers, but I only take 1 unless I have a glass of cranberry juice. They ran out of cranberry juice at breakfast, which is at 7. I didn't take the oatmeal today because it makes me gassy before cribbage, and I can't...
So you didn't try the jerky? Got it. Oh, that's too bad, Donna. Their new teriyaki flavor sure does hit the spot.
They had teriyaki salmon with rice on Friday's dinner menu. Dinner's at 5, but we all know the salmon takes longer to prepare, and then you're late for bingo. And who needs all that spice?
I agree. Teriyaki is a shit flavor.
Who? Is that Tapio? How are you on the line?
I couldn't end the call.
You've been on the phone this entire time?
Yes, and I hate teriyaki.
Well, it's delicious on jerky. So, let's give a big thank you to Wendy Davis for these samples.
Wendy? No, that can't be right. Wendy went missing in 2010. I heard she's dead.
No, I'm referring to Wendy Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky.
Wendy Davis. That's the dead one. She's dead.
Right. Well, that's our time. Remember to keep your coffee warm and your chin up because that sunshine's right around the corner. Pat Main, signing off.
Dziwne to było. Kolejny przypadek...
Good afternoon.
Tak, byłem za twoimi plecami, to nic, że się nie odezwał. A teraz mi good afternoon mówisz. Czyżby kolejny przypadek jakiegoś multiversum miał tu miejsce, że ten dziadek był z innego wszechświata, w którym ta kobieta umarła, a tutaj żyje?
I need something to cut this.
Dobra, zajrzę na posterunek i do kawiarni, a jak co, to idę dalej. Czy jadę tam, gdzie trzeba jechać? Bo gdzieś każą jechać chyba, nie? A już nie ma tych tańczących maskotek. Dziwne, nie? To nie sobie to tak szczelają zdjęcia. Byłem przy tym stoisku wyborczym.
Take it easy.
Bo wiem, że mam 2 karteczki tylko. Ale audio się tutaj zaktualizowało.
Welcome back.
Dobra, ten tam o jakiejś wołowinie, łe. No, dwie są karteczki. Burmistrz nie odpuści w żadnej sprawie, Slytherin znaczy lepiej. A tutaj coś jest? Jakieś hasełko? W dziwny sposób on to konsumuje, ale okej. Tu jest Setter is better. Nie ma tutaj żadnego nowego hasełka. Tam byłem w sumie. O, pieski szczekają. W parczku też byłem.
Oh no, oh no, oh no! What will become of my birds now? Where will
Odlecą.
they go? Who will feed them? Fly away, find a happier place. Go while you still can.
Poleciały do lasu, narobiły hałasu.
And what about old Margaret? Where will I go? Who will I look after when all my little friends are gone?
Ten co tam robi? Nie ma już Rose? Gdzie jest Rose? Szafa już nie gra. Bo ile można słuchać Coconaut? Tego jegomościa już spotkaliśmy. Mamy go.
I need something to force this open.
Zaś to historyczne miejsce. Tutaj żeśmy pierwszy raz spotkali ducha mroku. Ojej, aleście mnie przestraszył, gościu. A to jest łona. Ktoś mnie przestraszyła. Oj, przepraszam. Ale tak przy otwartych drzwiach? No. A, dobra. Ale tak po ciemku się nie czyta, bo można wzrok stracić, ej. Kurde. Tata ma wzrok naprawdę, trzeba przyznać.
So, I'm thinking of pre-gaming at my place before Deerfest. Drinks, snacks, some charades maybe. Interested?
In everything but the charades.
What's wrong with charades? It's fun. And deer-themed.
Wskoczył mi tutaj jakiś filmik. Tu był jakiś ekran gdzieś. O, jaki fajny kubek. Teraz go dopiero zauważyłem. Pojawia mi się kaseta. Ale przecież tutaj nigdzie nie było żadnych telewizorów, nie? Gdzie są te filmy? Trzeba to zobaczyć, co to było i skąd to się wzięło.
Jaakko, we're going to a cool guy's house to drink some brewskis. Are you coming? No, Ilmo. I'm very busy wearing a turtleneck and drinking wine like an asshole. Oh dear, I know what Jaakko needs. Amamir to the rescue! Bring out your inner Wolverine with Amamir. Wow, this is the best party ever. Thanks, Amamir. Amamir is a traditional Finnish lager, and we drink it the Finnish way. At the bar while actively avoiding small talk with strangers. Getting blackout drunk on a boat during midsummer and trying not to drown. In the sauna, using your beer can to hide your pippeli from wandering eyes. Partaking in the Finnish tradition of kalsarikännit, drinking at home alone in your underwear with no intentions of going out.
It's not sad if it's intentional.
Ahmabeer, your Finnish drinking adventure starts here.
Ciekawa reklama, trzeba przyznać. Ale czemu ona mi tu wskoczyła tak ni stąd ni zowąd? Był tu jakiś telewizor? Gdzieś. Może na kuchni mają. Bo tutaj nie widzę nigdzie TV.
This will be my 15th Deer Fest. I feel like that calls for some celebration.
Remember the time you fell off the float and almost got ran over?
Only from your stories, funnily enough.
No to jest chyba TV, może tutaj to leciało. No ale ważne, że wpadło, że nie przegapiłem.
Back with Pat Maine, and we've got a very special guest today on the program. It's artisan cuckoo clock designer Terry Feldman. Terry, how are we today?
Hey there, Pat. Doing just fine. I'm a super big fan of the show. What a treat to be on with you today.
The pleasure's all mine, Terry. Now, I hear you're doing something special for Deerfest. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm crafting a selection of custom basswood cuckoo clocks, but the real special sauce is when it's cuckoo time and you're expecting a bird to pop out for a chirp. Out comes a big old deer.
Well, that's just neat.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Real neat. That's gonna have the tourists tickled pink. And I hear you're selling these at the Sunday market. So make sure to say hello to Wendy Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, while you're there, all right? Terry, you still there?
Yeah, still here. I'm just... Geez, Pat, I'm sorry to tell you this. I thought you heard Wendy's dead.
Oh, boy. That's a strange joke you're playing there, Terry.
No, it's... I'm sorry, Pat. You know all that FBI business. Wendy was one of those bodies they found.
Well, that's just not possible, Terry. Wendy stopped by this morning with 3 flavors of beef jerky. She brought me the smoked hickory and the teriyaki and then what was that other one?
I'm real sorry, Pat.
What was that other one? She was just talking about this just hours ago. Smoked hickory, teriyaki, and...
O co tu chodzi? On zapomniał?
Teriyaki! Thanks, Tapio. It's just a bit of a strange joke, Terry. Did Yako and Elmo put you up to this?
Pat.
Well, somebody's having a laugh over this little prank, I'm sure. Terry, thank you so much for your time. Can't wait to see those Deerfest cuckoos at the market. Wendy will be there with her beef jerky as always, and we'll be back after this.
Dziwne są te audycje, muszę przyznać.
Hey there.
Dobra, rozejrzyjmy się jeszcze po komisariacie. Pójdę zrobić potem save'a i...
How many times do I have to tell you? She's gone missing.
Are you sure she's not just avoiding your calls?
Why would she do that? I'm a lovely person.
No, z pewnością. To chyba czytałem już o tym papierze toaletowym. O, przepraszam.
I can't force it open.
Eye in the sky. I don't like it. It's staring at me. Ah! Help! Turn it away! Turn it away!
Coś tutaj doszło nowego wczoraj.
Make sure to write down that he's never done this before. He always comes home right after work, or at least calls to let me know he'll be late.
Zaczęli zaginąć ludzie tutaj, tak? Takie mam wrażenie.
I just know something has happened to him. It's not like him to disappear like this.
Mulligan and Thornton told everyone to stay out of the basement. And now, they're nowhere to be found. I bet they're just trying to get out of work.
Let's not assume the worst of our colleagues.
Yeah, God forbid.
I can't get through this.
O, zamknęli to. Szkoda. Dobra, to idę save'nąć i na tą przyczepę, czy to miało być gdzieś tam w water coś... Watery? Szukać mieliśmy pstrykacza w watery.
Hello, how's it going?
Coś mi tu wskoczyło nowego.
You're back. And that wraps up my list of favorite park benches in Bright Falls. And now, I just want to clear something up from our last broadcast. There was some talk, an off-color joke of sorts about Wendy Davis of Davis Family Beef Jerky being dead, which of course is a bunch of hogwash. So I'm gonna give our dear friend Wendy a call so we can put an end to these silly rumors. And, oh, it looks like we already have her on the phone line. Wendy, hello.
Hi there, Pat.
That's not Wendy.
No, this is Jim Figamore. Remember, we were going to do the announcement today.
Oh, was that today? Listeners, we have Jim Figamore with us and the director of the Bright Falls Community Theater
And I'm here to announce that the theater will be losing one of its most dignified thespians as I, Jim Figamore, will be running for mayor. Hold for applause.
Well, that's quite an announcement, Jim. Just let me find my notes here. I have some questions written down for you.
The real question is what happened to this town. Bright Falls used to draw in thousands of tourists with its vibrant art scene and impressive bird feeders. And what's our reputation now? Haunted Bright Falls. Spooky Bright Falls. The world is laughing at us. And now all this business with the FBI? We need a mayor who can turn this town's reputation around. And nobody knows more about the role of mayor than I do. I played one in the theatrical production of Fiorillo, to glowing reviews by Coffee World magazine. Mayor Setter is a joke. And you know what? I hear he kills cats. There.
Now, Jim, this is a family show. I found my notes here, so why don't we pivot to some questions? First question, what exactly goes into that delicious beef jerky? Right, looks like these are my questions for Wendy Davis of Davis Family Beef Jerky.
The only jerk I care about is Mayor Setter. Our future's at stake. Pets are being murdered. And it's time for a change. Jim Figamore for mayor. That concludes our program today.
Oh, I actually had more to...
Jim Figamore and Pat Maine signing off. And we've got a great tune here to play us out. Take it away, Pat.
Ciekawe, dlaczego to mi wskoczyło. Przecież nigdzie tutaj nie było radia, nie?
I need to head back.
Może dlatego, tu jest radio. Okej. Może... co? Don't flew over. Tu chyba też mieliśmy ten plakat, więc... Dobra, to chyba tylko dwa były, na to wygląda. Ej, wpuść mnie, wpuść mnie. Dobra, to tak jak mówiłem, w kolejnym odcinku już się wybierzemy do tego całego Watery. Teraz zrobimy save'a i do zobaczenia. Dzięki za uwagę.